The Backstage musical comedy 42nd Street is making its way to Stamford's Palace Theatre, and featured in the classic production is a Danbury native who I recently had a chance to catch up with. Take a look. We're here with Kelly Gleason, who will be gracing the stage in the upcoming musical 42nd Street. Kelly, welcome here to CT Style.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. Now this is a big deal for you because you're from Danbury. This is exciting. Your first big Broadway show coming right here to Connecticut. Are your parents going to be able to check out the show?
Oh yeah, my parents will be at the show. I think everyone I've ever met is going to be at the show. I'm so excited to be able to come back and perform at home.
A nice homecoming for you. Tell us about the show 42nd Street for those of us who may not know too much about the storyline. Break it down for us.
Okay, so the show is about this young girl named Peggy, and she's from Allentown, Pennsylvania, and she comes to New York City to audition for this big Broadway show. And the rest of the show is kind of all about how when the star breaks her ankle, Peggy kind of has to step up to the plate. So it's kind of about how she handles that whole thing and becoming a star, and there's a whole bunch of dance numbers thrown in and a lot of big tap numbers, so it's a lot of fun. And
you're in the ensemble, so you're singing, you're dancing. Do you have one that you prefer, singing or dancing?
If I had to pick, I'd say dancing is my favorite.
Dancing, and that's what you went to school for, correct?
Yeah, yep, at Pace University.
Very cool. So it's nice, again, this is going to be a full circle experience for you, but it's interesting because you guys travel all around the United States touring. Do you have a favorite city that you've stopped by? Any funny stories on the tour bus?
Oh, we have a lot of stories on the tour bus. And it's a lot
sure.
Of sleeping.
Some you can't share here on TV, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that might not be the best idea.
But do you have a favorite city that you've stopped in?
A favorite city? I had a lot of fun in Portland, Oregon, actually. It was a really cool city to visit. We were there for a week, so it was one of our longer stops.
Nice. Now, what's a typical day for you like? Because I'm assuming there's quite a few people in the ensemble. How do you guys travel? How do you prepare? How many hours a day do you rehearse and practice for the show?
Well, if it's one of our traveling days, we have to get up. We'll do a show the previous night and sleep in that city. And then we'll have to get up in the morning, depends, or how early it is, depends on how far we have to travel. So we'll get up and get on the bus and then drive to our next hotel and check in and get settled for a little bit. Then if it's like a show that's in a city for one night, we'll have our sound check at 2 hours before the show. So usually we have maybe 2 or 3 hours to relax in our hotel before we head to the theater for sound check. We might have a tiny rehearsal, and then we'll do the show and go to sleep and do the same thing all over again.
Wow. So it's a lot of hard work that you're putting in there. I'm sure the show is going to be great. Make sure you guys check it out. Kelly Gleason, part of the ensemble, and a Connecticut girl from Danbury. The musical 42nd Street will be taking place Friday, February 5th at 8 p.m. along with Saturday, February 6th at 2 p.m. at the Stamford Palace Theatre. For more information, all you got to do is head on over to palacestanford.org. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us, and as I say, break a leg.
Thanks for having me.